Good afternoon. All right, so today I wanted to hop on and talk about habits and identity. So, first off, I wanted to announce that my Habits Challenge is starting next Monday. So, if anyone does want to join that, it starts on the 23rd and it's free to join, and you can sign up anywhere, pretty much anywhere on this page. I'll put a link below. And basically, the goal of this challenge is to introduce you to maybe 7 new challenges that you might not have had before, or 7 new habits that you might not have had before. Or it's refining ones that you currently have. So that's kind of my whole goal with this challenge, is to really hit those habits hard. And that's what I'm going to be discussing today. So my other big announcement, I am making a transition from Sapphire Training to Andrea Clausen. So my brand is going to be transitioning, and this page name will be transitioning to Andrea Clausen for Sapphire Training. So I pretty much have been using Sapphire Training for my in-home business, and now I am branching more online because my in-home business, I am currently full. So that is kind of my new transition, is to help more people online through AndreaClausen.com. So that website is in process of being created. So I'm super excited about that. So let's talk now today about habits and identity. So first off, I want you to kind of think about different identities that you might have had with yourself. So maybe you've always been the person who's like, I always wanted to be that person who loved to work out. Maybe you have a belief that you always wanted to be the person who loved Brussels sprouts. Maybe you always wanted to be that person who woke up at 5 a.m. And had time to themselves for an hour before the family woke up. You know, whatever your kind of identity or belief that you want, there's a way to have it. You know, so that is kind of your belief. Now your habits surrounding those beliefs are kind of the stuck point. So with that, we also have the way that the world sees us. So that's kind of the identity. So a lot of times when we make those big habit shifts, so maybe your friends aren't used to having you go to the gym after work. Maybe they're used to seeing you come to happy hour with them, and you're trying to make that big switch in your life. You might need to find a new support system for that major habit change, because the way that you're going to have the world start to perceive you is going to be different. You know, they won't start to see you as someone who comes to the happy hour with them. They're going to start seeing you as the person who wants to go to the gym, and that's a priority in your life. Those are huge things. I mean, those are really big shifts and habit shifts to make in your life, and they're not comfortable. I've went through some myself. One of my first ones happened when I was in college. Growing up, I always played basketball, and that's what I was known for. And then my junior year, I decided, nope, I'm done playing basketball while I was in college. Mind you, I was also playing tennis and soccer at the time in college. But that was, you know, those were just kind of, I will say, my like side sports. Basketball was my main one that I loved. And I was not having fun anymore. I really started hating the game. I did not like playing it. And so I decided, nope, I'm just going to, you know, continue on my way and be the best I can at tennis and soccer. So with that, that was my first kind of introduction into who am I? Like, who is this person? Who is the identity that I'm having? Because people from high school, when they'd see me, were like, you're not playing basketball anymore. Like, are you still the basketball girl? You know, and that was something that I wrestled with. I'm like, well, who is this identity? Who am I going to present out to the world? And I started reading, actually, the book that I love. It was How to Think Like Leonardo da Vinci. I read that when I was, a junior in college, and that's when I first started seeing or opening my eyes into like self-development and really starting to see, okay, well, that's just who my belief is that I am, that's all I am, is a basketball player, when really there's a whole different world out there, an identity that I can step into. And so that's what I kind of am going to challenge you with, looking at your habits in your life that you've wanted to create, but maybe something's been stopping you. So looking at, okay, what's this identity that I've been telling myself that I am a night owl? But really, you hate staying up until midnight, and then you have to get up at 6 a.m. to go to work, and you're always tired. You know, maybe that's not who you really want to be. So what habits can you create to bring that new belief and that new identity into the world? So one of the ways, let's say if that is your issue, if you're staying up too late, well, how can you make that a better habit? Well, don't start by saying, I'm going to go to bed at 9 p.m. Way too big of a jump, way too big of a jump. You know, take it back to half an hour. Say, you know what, I'm going to try to go to bed at 11:30 this week. You know, and once you've kind of developed that habit, then you can take it back even more to 11, slowly bring that habit into realization. So when you're making those shifts, and when I made that shift into being, you know, not just the basketball person, but someone who, you know, was into fitness and yoga and self-development, like that was kind of, it was over the course of many years. I mean, it's still in the process right now. But those are some of the things that, re-identifying yourself and, you know, your beliefs about yourself. So that's what my challenge is to you this week. I want you guys to kind of think about that and what habits that you want to bring into your life. So that is one of the reasons that I created this challenge, is to kind of show you different habits that, sometimes we don't know. We don't know what habits that we want, but we know we want to be healthier, but we just don't know where to begin. So that's another reason that I created this quick 7-day challenge as well, to kind of introduce things and being like, wow, I never thought of that. That can be a great habit. And there is my cat again. She loves to appear on my videos. All right, so that is what I have for you guys today. Thank you so much, and I will be back again next week. Bye.